Side Tonight with Jamie Boll starts now. A sneaky way companies are charging you more for less.
It's a little bit easier on the consumers to actually keep that price point the same versus, raising the price.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. It's no secret, just about everything is more expensive right now. And those price increases are hitting everyone in all walks of life.
We have to keep looking at our expenses, we have to keep looking at our pricing models, and we have to keep making changes.
It used to be like $30 every time I filled up, and now it's like over $50.
Yeah, I bet you can relate. We're all feeling that at the gas pump. Prices there up 40% from a year ago. The other place we're all seeing it is the grocery store. Fruits and veggies, those are up 5.6% compared to last year. Cereal and bakery products up 6.8%. Meats, poultry, fish, prices for those things are up 12.2%.
The government actually doesn't account for shrinkflation in those numbers. So the inflation would actually be even a little bit higher than that if we actually took into account that.
Shrinkflation. You heard Lisa Miller correctly. She tracks consumer insights. Shrinkflation is a way that keeps us from noticing a big price hike. How? You just get less for the same price. Give you some examples here. Ragu spaghetti sauce used to be a 28-ounce jar. It's now 24. Lay's potato chips, the party size bag was 15¼ ounces, now down to 13. And even your Puffs tissue package is shrinking. A 56 count is down to 48.
It's a little bit easier on the consumers to actually keep that price point the same versus, raising the price. So, and it's not, nobody's trying to be, covert or anything like that. It has been going on for a while, but it's definitely something that's taken front and center now, just given how high inflation is today.
Do you think this is here to stay?
Without a doubt. So sometimes they might bring back those larger containers, over time, but, shrinkflation is definitely here to stay.
Is there a point, though, where it could affect customers' trust in these brands?
That's a great question. And I think there's going to be certain categories, like if you like ice cream, if you're buying chips, those things are things that you're going to stay pretty loyal to. You might not be happy about it. You might save a few calories, which might be a good thing. But other categories like cleaning supplies or tissues, those things there might not be as brand loyalty and people might be more likely to switch.
So I guess it's really, in the end, kind of on us, the consumer, to really, pay attention, look at that price per ounce that is often, there in the grocery store aisle.
Right. Yeah, those are a couple things that, consumers can actually look at those tags, and it's very easy to see price per ounce, whether it's a store brand, a national brand. It's very easy to see. But the other thing that, during these inflationary times, we see people going back to the outside of the stores, which is where all the fresh ingredients are. And, sometimes people are just going to choose to, make it themselves versus paying, for the convenience of some of the things in the center of the store.
I'm curious, Vinny, your research is seeing a shift in patterns in buying as a result of some of these things.
Well, one of the things I've been tracking the consumer sentiment actually since the beginning of the pandemic. And what's a really very heartfelt number today, 43% of Americans in my January study said they're living paycheck to paycheck. And that is a very tragic situation for the economy. And the very disappointing thing on that is it's up 10 points from October. And so there's just a lot of consumers out there that are very much struggling. Literally, there's no margin for error. And so they're going to have to make choices.
Something to keep in mind next time you head to the grocery store. We're on your side.